Students, all of you are able to view my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just we will wait again 2-3 minutes. Now there are 11 students. Okay, we will wait 2-3 minutes, then we will start. Okay, because the strength is a 40-47 strength is there for finance. Students, just we will wait and then we will try start our session. Okay. Hello, students. All of you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Just one
Yes,
minute.
sir.
All of you are able to view my screen? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The money market definition, money market basically refers to a section of financial market where financial instrument with a high liquidity and short-term maturity are traded. Okay, high liquidity and short-term maturity are traded means you can take in like treasury bills, commercial papers, certificate of deposits. These were traded in the money market. Okay, money market has money market has become a component of financial market for buying and selling of securities of short-term maturities. Okay, my short-term maturity securities were traded in the money market. In capital market, long-term maturity securities were traded. Okay, in capital market, but in on money market, short-term maturity instruments means the instrument which we are going to convert into cash within a 1 year. That instruments will be traded in the money market. Okay, the maturity of the instrument should be less than 1 year. Such instruments, treasury bill, commercial papers, these were traded in that. Money market consists of negotiable instruments such as treasury bills. Negotiable instruments are there, commercial paper, certificate of deposit. It is used by many participants. Okay, it is used by many participants, including companies, to raise funds by selling commercial papers in the market. Money market is considered as a safe place to invest due to high liquidity of securities. Okay, money market is a safe market where we are able to trade the securities, and it is a highly liquid, means you can convert this your instruments or your instrument into cash immediately, because it is a high liquidity is there. It is secured for your investment, means you are investing in money market for shorter period like 15 days, 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, you are investing in that. Okay, the money market is an unregulated and informal market and not structured like a capital market, where things are organized in the formal way. Money market gives lesser returns to investor who invest in it, but provides variety of products. Okay, like as we have already told you, the money market is like, it is not a regulated, it is not just structure, but we try to be making this money market structured money market and regulated, and those who are investing in money market, they were going to get a little bit lower returns than those who are investing in the equities. And there are a number of products are available in the money market for investor to invest. Okay, it is a secured, or you can say the money market having high liquidity and it is a short term. Okay, this will be there in the money market. Next we will see the structure of money market. The structure of Indian money market. Indian money market, like there is an organized money market and unorganized money market. In unorganized money market, the players comes like Reserve Bank of India, City Commercial Bank, lenders, development banks, investment institutions, regional rural banks, foreign banks, state finance corporation, and DFHI. These comes in the organized market. Sub markets like call market, bill market, commercial bill, treasury bill. Okay, 364 days treasury bill market, commercial deposit, commercial papers. Okay, these all are sub market. Unorganized market, indigenous bankers, domestic money lenders, nidhis, chit funds, traders, friends, brokers and dealers. These all are unorganized money market, where we don't have anyone's control on them, like a saukar, you can say, in the villages. Okay, like the person who is giving funds to you for doing a particular work. These all are there in the money market. This is unorganized money market, where we don't have anyone's control. But in the organized money market, the RBI, this commercial banks were the player, they were the control on the money market. Okay, RBI had the main control in the money market. To money market, it will fluctuate, means the circulation of currency. For that purpose, for liquidity purpose, the RBI will going to take decisions in the money market. Okay, money market instruments, all we have seen these instruments: call money market, commercial papers, treasury bills, commercial bills, certificate of deposit. Okay, money market, mutual funds, repo market, discount and finance house of India. Now first we will see call money market. Okay, call and notice market. Call money market means call and notice market. The market for extremely short period is referred as a call money market. Under call money market, funds are transferred on overnight basis. The participants are mostly banks. Therefore, it is also called interbank money market. Under notice money market, funds are transacted for 2 days or 14 days period. The lender issues a notice to borrower 2-3 days before the funds are to be paid. On the receipt of notice, borrower have to repay the funds in this market. The rate at which funds are borrowed and lent is called call money market rate. Okay, here mainly in this call money market, like all where bankers were involved in that, It is also called interbank money market, and it is a notice, short notice we will give you to the borrow, means those who are going to invest, lenders, which means those who are the lenders issues the notice to borrower 2-3 days before the funds are to be paid. Means they are going to issue the notice. We are going to means pay the fee, pay the funds. Okay, on the receipt of borrower have to repay the funds. The borrower, those who have borrowed the funds, they can repay the funds. In this market, this is a one type of short notice market, or a, when we will call the funds, the investor will going to invest in with us, and when they require, we will give them funds. Okay, it is the safest way, or many organizations were raising the funds through this way, and mainly in this market the banks were involved. Okay, banks, why? Because the banks have to every uh, fortnightly, means 15 days or 30 days, they have to match their ratios, you can say, which are decided by RBI, like statutory liquidity ratio, reserve, cash reserve ratio. They have to maintain that. Reason they were entering in the market for 3-4 days. After matching the ratios, again they will repay the loan. Okay, that's the reason they were entered in this money market. Okay, for shorter period, 2-3 days or 1 week, they will take a funds, and after 1 week they will again release the funds. Okay, like these are the commercial papers. Commercial papers were introduced in January 1990s. The commercial papers can be issued by listed companies which have working capital of not less than 5 crores. They could be issued in a multiple of 25 lakhs. Then minimum size of issue being rupee 1 crore. Okay, at present the maturity period of commercial papers between 7 days to 1 year. CPs are issued at a discount to its face value and redeemed at its face value. Okay, like the commercial papers where like we are going to issue those companies are listed and their network working capital requirements for working capital is not less than 5 crores. For them only these commercial papers were allowed to them to issue. Then the issue size should be 1 crore. Okay, minimum 1 crore, and they have to issue, means the maturity period may be 7 days to 1 year, and this phase we are going to issue at a discount, like 100 rupees commercial paper is there, we will issue at 90 rupees, but and after 3 months we are going to repay that 100 rupees. Students, you are getting my points? Hello. The commercial bills, commercial bills a bill of exchange is drawn by a seller on the buyer to make payment within a certain period of time. Generally the maturity period of 3 months. Commercial bills can be resold a number of times during the usance period of bill. Okay, like like these are the commercial bills, like bills of exchange. All of you heard about that. How many of your commerce students, they have learned the commercial like bill of exchange in the 12th? Okay, like bills of exchange, when the buyer, means bills of exchange means either drawn by seller on a buyer's name. We will draw a bill and we will get a discounted that bill in the bank, or we can sell before the maturity of the bill, like 3 months, maybe 1 month. Okay, generally it is 3 months, maybe 1 month bill is there, we will sell that bill and we will get the funds. Okay, commercial bills are a short term, negotiable and self liquidating money market instrument with a low risk. There is a low risk because already the buyer has taken a goods from you and he will going to pay you at any hour because he is using that goods. Okay, commercial bill can be resold a number of times during the usance period of time, usance period of bill, you can say. Means whatever maybe period is less, within 3 months, number of times you can sell. One, some I have sold to A will sold to B will sold to C, or likewise. Number of times you can sell the bill, but at the final, who has that bill, he is going to get the funds from the buyer. Okay, this is a treasury bill. Commercial bills can be resold a number of times during the usance period of time. Treasury bills are available for a minimum amount of 25,000 and multiple of 25,000. Periodic auction are held. Periodic auctions are held for their issue. The periodic auctions were held for this issue, like at what price you are going to buy and all that. Okay, at present, three types of treasury bills are issued through auction, namely 91 days, 82 days, 182 days, and 364 days treasury bill. Interest is determined by market force. Okay, interest is determined by market force. How we are going to, how much auction participant, or how much participant will going to participate in the market. It depends on that. But there are from treasury bills are from 14 days. Treasury bills are also available till 364 days treasury bill. Okay. This is certificate of deposit. The scheme of certificate of deposit was introduced in 1989 by Reserve Bank of India. The main purpose was to enable the commercial bank to raise funds from the market. Okay. Certificate of deposits are unsecured negotiable promissory notes issued at a discount to the face value. Means face value may be 100, we will issuing at 99 or 95 rupees. Certificate of deposits are issued by commercial banks and development financial institutions. At present, the maturity period of certificate of deposit range from 3 months to 1 year. They are issued in the multiple of 25 lakhs, subject to minimum size of this treasury bill. Sorry, so this commercial bill is 1 crore. Okay, like the commercial bank will going to issue to raise the funds, the certificate of deposits. The commercial bank, and then this RBI is allowed to commercial bank to participate in the money market and raise the funds for minimum for in the money market for the maturity before 1 year. This maturity may be 1 year. Okay, you can raise the funds. Okay, in the open market. The commercial banks or development financial institution raise this certificate of deposits. Through this way, they will going to raise the short-term funds. Okay, short-term funds means they were going to repay that funds, whatever may be borrowed funds from in the money market, they were going to repay within a 1 year, and they were going to issue in the multiple of 25 lakhs. Okay, per certificate of deposit, and the max minimum size of the certificate of deposit may be 1 crore. Okay, it is 1 crore treasury bill. Minimum size maybe 1 crore means 25 lakhs. 4 bills he has to issue. This certificate of deposit he has to issue, the commercial banks. Okay. Then money market mutual funds. A scheme of money market mutual fund was introduced by RBI in 1992. The goal was to provide additional short-term avenue to individual investors. Money market funds, also called as money market mutual fund, is an open-ended mutual fund that investors in invest in short-term debt securities. Investor can invest in a short-term debt security. Open-ended scheme, I already explained you what do you mean by open-ended scheme. Anyone can explain, tell me what do you mean by open-ended scheme? Hello students.
Sir, we can enter at any time and exit at any time.
Yeah, we can enter at any time, we can exit at any time. This is open-ended scheme. Then RBI was introduced this money market mutual fund to give additional avenue. Give additional investment avenue, short-term investment avenue to individual investors. They can invest in the money market mutual fund instrument, and they can. This money market mutual fund will going to invest all whatever the funds collected. They're going to invest in the short. They're going to invest in a debt instrument for a shorter maturity period. Okay. Repo. Repo was introduced in December 1992. Repo is a repurchase agreement. It means selling a security under an agreement to repurchase it at a predetermined date and rate. Okay. Repo means today I have sold you goods. Okay. Today I have given you goods, but after 3 months or after 1 month, I am going to repurchase. I am going to purchase from you only that same goods. Okay. Repo was introduced in December 1992. Repo is a repurchase agreement. Repurchase agreement we are doing. Today I am selling to you, but tomorrow or after 1 month or after 3 months, I am going to repurchase the same goods from you. It means selling a securities under an agreement to repurchase it at a predetermined date and period. Okay, at particular date or at particular period, I am going to repurchase whatever goods I have sold to you. Repo transactions are affected between banks and financial institutions, and among banks themselves. RBI also undertake repo. Okay, these transactions, repo transaction will going to happen. Okay, transactions are affected okay, affected between the banks. We're going to have a bank transaction repos, okay, for or the bank and with themselves, okay. In financial institution it will going to happen, and RBI also undertake this repo, okay. They were also going to take participate in the repos. When the required fund they will call, when they were like what they will do, commercial banks, when they want to meet the CRR and SLR ratios as per the RBI rules, then they will going to enter in the market, and they will going to enter with the commercial banks also, with their sister concern, okay, with their same banks, another banks. They will take a funds for a shorter period, and what they will tell you, these banks do whatever funds you are given to you, they were going to repay after a particular period of time, like 15 days or maybe 1 month. They're going to repay that funds, okay. Unorganized money market, like we have seen the organized money market, like, and then it's the unorganized money market. We have seen the instruments which are there in the organized money market, okay. These are market instruments we have seen, okay. This now we are going to see unorganized money market. The unorganized money market mostly finances short-term financial needs of farmers and small businessmen. The main constituents of unorganized market are indigenous bankers, money lenders, non-banking financial companies. These all are the players, or those who are going to participate, means they are the players in the unorganized money market. Indigenous bankers means, tell me anyone, what do you mean by indigenous bankers? Hello, students. Hello, what do you mean by indigenous bankers? Anyone? Hello? Hello students, all of you with me? Hello?
सर
All of you are able to
पर्सनल
hear me? Yeah?
जो साहूकार लोग होते हैं वो
Yeah, saukas, or those who are having wealth, okay, wealth in the villages, like some three or
गोल्ड मर्चेंट्स.
gold merchant, 3 or 4 individuals, 3 or 4 families have wealth, okay, in
Yes.
village. They are giving a loans to the farmers or a small businessmen. They are indigenous bankers. Money lenders, they are having only one business, to lend a money. They have good amount of money in the village, like 1, 3, 4 families have good wealth, and they will have the business, money lending, okay. And the non-banking financial institutions, just they were going to give a loans, okay, NBFCs. Indigenous bankers are individual or private firm who receive deposits and give loans, and thereby operate as a banks. Indigenous bankers accept deposit as well as lend money. They mostly operate in urban areas, okay, especially in the western and south region of the country, okay. Further, they are lending operations are completely unsupervised and unregulated, okay. This for these bankers, okay. Maybe in the urban areas are there, but mostly they were in the village areas also there, this indigenous bankers. Like money lenders, they are those who primary business is money lending. Money lending in India is very popular both in urban and rural areas. Interest rates are generally high in the money lending. Large amount of loans are given for unproductive purpose. The operation of money lenders are prompt, formal, or and flexible. The borrowers are mostly poor farmers, artisans, or petty traders and manual workers. Okay, these are the borrowers are there in the money lenders. The money lenders are the individual. Their business, primary business is to lend money. Primary business of money lenders to lend money. Okay, they will going to give money to the needy farmers, artisans. Okay, artists. Okay, Petty traders means small traders. Okay, and the manual workers. For them, they were going to give a loan, and the mostly the loans are of unproductive in nature. Unproductive in nature means they were going to use the funds for unproductive purpose, for like example, to do a marriage of their child. For that purpose they have taken loan. These types of loans they were going to give, okay, in money lending. Money lenders are their business is to give a loan, and they were going to give a large amount of loan, and large amount of loan they were going to give for unproductive purpose. And the operation of moneylenders are, they are prompt, and they are informal, formal and flexible. Whenever they want, they come to the borrower and ask money. They are prompt, taking interest regularly, and they will informally ask the borrowers to pay the rent, whatever may be the amount of interest and principal. Okay, they don't have any agreement between them, but they will give a loans. Okay, next point, non-banking financial companies, chit funds, are a saving institution. It has regular members who make periodic subscription to the fund. The beneficiary may be selected by drawing a lot. Chit fund is more popular in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. RBI has no control over the lending activities of chit funds. Chit funds means we are depositing, we are contributing. The members of chit, they were depositing regularly some amount, like maybe 50 rupees weekly, or maybe 1000 rupees monthly. Okay, they were depositing some amount regularly, periodic subscription to the fund. They were going to subscribe, means they were going to deposit some funds, and after collecting, like first week, there are 50 participants, 50 members are there, 50 members contributed 50 rupees per, and how much comes 50 into 50? 25, 100. Okay, whatever the amount comes, that amounts they were going to take a cheat, and they were going to, who is elected in the cheat, means who is drawn the name of the person, that person will going to get all funds, and he will deposit regularly. In that, the RBI has no control over the chits, and these schemes are more popular in the Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Chit funds, we will contribute regularly, and someone will going to get a funds. Okay, someone will going to get a funds weekly for their purpose, for their benefits. You can say they are going to get weekly these funds.
सर
Okay,
उस पे इंटरेस्ट नहीं लगता है क्या सर, ये चिट फंड जो जमा करते हैं ये?
उस पे they were not going to give charge any types of interest for them. Okay, just it is like a mutually understood investment institute, saving institutes. 50 members come together and they will have a chit. Okay, they will have a chit, means 50 members contribute regularly 50 rupees or 100 rupees something weekly, maybe whatever may be the period, monthly,
Yes.
weekly, per
मतलब
month.
जिसको मिलता है वो चिट वो उतना ही वापस रिपे करेगा.
Yes, repay. He will going to repay. Like there is a chit is 52 weeks chit is there. 52 weeks he will contribute 50 rupees per week. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you getting my point? In that case, what happens again? In that, the chit as our chit will going to appoint from the members who's like administrator for the chit, and he will firstly 2 chits he will take for him only. The further parts are there in chit fund. First 2 chits, like first week, second week, these 2 chits amount the fund like administrator will going to take, and he will going to administrate all the things to collect the
Yes.
regular chits from the chit from the members. Okay, he will take care. There are many things are there, and there is a weekly meetings will going to happen of chit funds. Okay, weekly meetings, or all will get together, all will go together to the someone member's house who has not paid the chit. Further parts are there. It is there in the 3rd semester. When you will come to the 3rd semester, you will find these chits. Okay, Nidhis operate as a kind of mutual benefit for their members only. The loans are given to members at a reasonable rate of interest. Nidhis operate particularly in South India. Nidhis, okay, means Nidhis operate as a kind of mutual benefit for their members. Means they were not going to have chits, like they will deposit some amount regularly. Okay, and if a good corpus comes, they will give you loan to the member only, to the member of Nidhis. Okay, like there are 10 friends were come together and they were depositing regularly. They don't require funds right now, 10 friends, but they were depositing small amount, and small amount comes to a big corpus, and big corpus is given to the one member who is needing, who is want to do start their business, or who want to be an entrepreneur, who want to use his skills in the business. For them, the Nidhis, or they were going to give all types of funds, and they will charge reasonable rate of interest while giving loans to the members. Okay, finance brokers, they are found in all major urban markets, especially in the cloth, grain, and commodity market. They act as a middleman between the lender and borrower. They charge commission for their service. Okay. See here, the finance brokers. They will act as a middleman between the lender and borrower. Again, I will tell you one thing. When you are at a in a cloth market or a food grain market or in food grade market, for per hour you will get a funds per hour. On the basis of they will going to charge some fees for per hour. Okay, 1 crore they were going to give you for 1 hour. They were going to charge some interest for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Likewise, you will get a funds from finance brokers. Okay, when you visit this market yard of many municipal corporations, market yard, there these finance brokers are there. Okay, while purchasing from they were going to purchase from the lender, and who are going to purchase, they don't have funds, these finance brokers will give you funds and they will going to charge some amount. Okay, in commodity market these finance brokers were there. Brokers, this for shorter period they were going to give a loan. Okay, you getting my point, students?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Players of money market. Government. The government is the most active player and the largest borrower in the money market. Government. Okay, the government of India is the largest player or the most active player in the money market. Reserve Bank of India. The unorganized money market comes under the direct regulation of RBI. It plays the role of merchant bankers to the government. Okay, RBI also going to monitor the unorganized market, but the restrictions, they were not able to do anything, the RBI, because it is not organized. How much contribution is made by each of the member, they don't not aware about that. Just they will look into that, what they were doing and all that they will look. But those who are running a chit funds, they were not registered in the under any act. Okay, means they don't have any regulations for them. But the RBI tried to control the unorganized money market. They will issue some guidelines or regulations, okay, to the unorganized players. Okay, it plays a role of merchant bankers to the government. Just 1 minute. Sorry. Sorry. The RBI plays a merchant banker to the government. Like commercial bank lends and undertaking of a short-term funds and have major impact on interest structure and liquidity position. I have already told you commercial banks are the players in a call and notice market. Whenever they required fund, they can borrow from the. They will going to borrow from the call and notice market. Okay, like again I have told you, I have already explained you, the RBI have all control on the commercial banks. They always going to check like fortnightly or monthly or 15 days. They're going to check. They were all commercial banks were maintaining the CRR, cash reserve ratio, and statutory liquidity ratio. They're going to check that. Okay, you have to, whatever deposits you have there, on that of that deposit you have some percentage you have to keep with RBI as securities or a cash. Okay, and if some one of the bank is not is able to fulfill the criteria, then they will go into the money market and they will borrow for shorter period. Okay, shorter period maybe they were going to borrow for 5 days, 10 days. They're going to borrow that. Okay, they're going to borrow that, and again what happens, whenever they will get the funds, and again they were going to repay that funds to the in call and notice market from whom they have borrowed. Okay, the commercial bank, for the liquidity purpose, they will have going to enter in the money market, and because they require funds to meet the criteria or meet the guidelines of RBI, whatever they have mentioned to them, the rate of interest, they are going to take a part in the money market. Okay, the commercial banks going to take a part in the money market. Just 1 minute. Financial institutions, they lend money to the banks by rediscounting bill of exchange. Financial institutions, like when we are going to do a bill discounting in the bill discounting we are going to do with the bank, and bank required funds, they will again go to the financial institution, they will do again rediscounting of bill of exchange. Okay, that will going to happen with the this all financial institution. These are the players, you can say. Financial institution also is a player in the money market instrument. The corporate firms, it operates in money market to raise short term funds to meet their working capital requirements. Okay, here again the corporate firms also take a part in the money market to meet their short term needs, to meet the working capital requirements. Again, I have told you working capital requirements, we are calculating the working capital requirements for particular 1 year. Okay, 1 year. Okay, again I have told you, so working capital gives you a short term solvency of the firm. Okay, and the corporate firms, they're going to enter in the money market to meet the needs of working capital requirements. Okay, they were not going to use their funds which they have raised through equity capital to have a capital expenditure, but they were going to use other funds which they have raised in a short term money markets. Okay, they have raised in the money market, that fund they are going to use to meet the requirements of working capital needs. Okay, dealers, it is the intermediaries of money market. It is introduced by RBI for developing an active secondary market for government securities. Okay, dealers, intermediaries of the money market. The RBI has introduced these dealers, and they have to be active in the secondary market while buying and selling of the securities, and the are for government securities like infrastructure bonds. Okay, gold bonds. Okay, for RBI has given issued this bond. Okay, this government securities for them. These dealers are to take an active role, and they will promote that their government securities in a developing countries for the purpose of giving funds to the getting funds by to RBI. That is when these dealers are there in the money market. Okay, these is all about the money market. I will show you just 1 minute. Another screen I will show you the syllabus point. Okay, just 1 minute, students. Yeah, students, see the money market, what they are told. See participants, structure, component, participant, money market instrument, structure, role of central bank in the money market, players in the money market, the reforms in the money market. That only one remain with the chapter number 2. It is so simple. We are covering very fast. We can say it is a, we don't have maximum, just theory part is that those numericals are there in the chapter. We will complete as early as possible this. Okay, it is clear, students? All of you with me? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then this capital market is some part we have covered, and I will see today this instruments, voting, non this preference shares, equity shares. This will cover also in the next class or maybe in next days. Okay, that we will cover a chapter number 1, 2, 3 as early as possible. Then we will start with the chapter number 4, 5, and we will cover it out by end of this month. Okay, today is 15th July. By end of this month we are going to cover our total syllabus, okay, of financial markets and this personal financial planning also. In personal financial planning we have completed up to chapter number 2. Today we are going to start with the risk analysis, okay, and insurance planning and debt, that we are going to complete today. Okay, this part, I think this much part we are going to cover today. Okay, risk, regarding risk. Then we will see the chapter number 4 is so simple, tax planning, under which section how much deduction you are going to get. Okay, that we are going to see how we are going to file IT returns. Students, I will tell you to all of you, I will appeal you, all of you to see the how the tax filing is being done. Okay, again I have found that, and again why I am telling you, the the students, those who have completed MBA finance, they were not able to file the tax return. It's not a good thing for all of you. Please see that how you are going to file the returns, and I will appeal to all of you, go through there is a good opportunities for the finance students to be an entrepreneur. Like they can start a GST consultant services also. GST consultant services means you can GST consulting services here for every businessman, for every businessman, every individual, small shop owner also have to register under GST. Small shop owner, okay, he has to register himself under GST. Okay, then for if you are registered GST, there are number of returns you have to file. Okay, monthly. Okay, after every month 10th you have to file a one return, and 20th of every month you have to file a one return, on 30th you have to file a one return, quarterly, half yearly, yearly you have to file a returns. Means that you will get a good opportunity to work. Okay, if you have started, if you have one client, your means one shop, little shop owner is your client, means you can charge some amount regularly filing a returns. Okay, you are going to see the books of accounts of the party, and you will file the returns. Okay, GST returns. That business also you are able to do. Okay, it is a good opportunity for you, a consultant opportunity. Okay, just go through that, how we are going to register the GST, and how we are, which returns we have to file. Okay, when we are going to study this chapter number means in the semester 3, that again I am going to explain you all the things. But remember that there are good opportunities for all of you in the finance also to be an entrepreneur. Okay, anyone have any doubts in this, students? Money market instruments, hello,
No, sir.
all of you are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sagar, okay. How many of you have filled examination form? I am the coordinator for this also. Yeah, how many of you have filled? Okay, someone, Monica, Sagar, Jayant, Suraj, Kin, Haridas, Simran, Sneha.
सर तिथं पेडचं ऑप्शन आलं की झाले ना प्रोसेस सर ती
If you
युनिव्हर्सिटीकडनं काही मेसेज येत नाही ना सर
yes, no. From university, you are not going to get any updates. You paid fees online, then it is okay.
येस सर
Then,
पेड ऑप्शन आला तिथे
then it is confirmed. You paid. Okay, paid
येस सर
online from your bank account.
येस सर
Okay, then it is okay. Okay, and those who have not got the paid pay option, you will going to get from in your login only. Okay, wait for 1 or 2 days. You are going to get. The date for filling examination form is extended till 18th of this month. Okay, 18th July. Remaining
सर एक्झामचं डेट्स काय टेंटेटिव्ह सर
tentative dates in the month of August, first to second week. आता विद्यापीठाने सांगितलं आम्हाला 15 ऑगस्ट किंवा ऑगस्टच्या एंडिंग पर्यंत आम्ही मार्कशीट देणार आहे विद्यार्थ्यांना.
ओके म्हणजे ऑगस्टमध्ये कन्फर्म
हां, असं ते म्हणतायत. तर आता बघू आता कसं करतील काय. आता एक्झामिनेशन फॉर्म सुरू झालेत. आता एक्झामिनेशन फॉर्म विल गोइंग टू एंड ऑन 18th examination form will going to end. Then again it will take a time, 10 to 5 days they will going to take a time to come with the timetable, examination timetable.
येस
After
सर
examination timetable, again they are going to give a time to students, 10 to 15 days. Timetable is declared on the after 15 days or 10 days your exam is scheduled. You will get some time, means maximum 1 month you are going to get, I think so. Okay, it is just my opinion. Okay, Udesh, you have filled the form. No. Pooja Doifade filled the form. Akshay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. And this is all about from my side. If you anyone have any doubts in this, you can ask me. All these theory subjects, theoretical, they're going to ask you. Okay. In these MCQs also there is a theory for 205 financial markets. Okay. Students, it's clear. Students, I'm going to
Yes,
appeal
sir.
to all of you to like our IMS page, Facebook page, like IMS Facebook page. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to close the meeting. and again we are going to meet at 11 a.m. Okay.
Yes, sir.